Hello students, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to discuss regarding chemical reactions and equation in chapter first of NCERT Science 10th class. Before understanding the chemical reaction, we will discuss regarding physical and chemical changes which occur around us. In previous classes, certainly you have learned regarding physical and chemical changes. Again, we will repeat what are the differences between physical and chemical changes to understand the chemical reaction. Continuously, number of changes are going on around us. As that change is the nature of this universe. We will discuss some important changes, physical as well as chemical changes. Chemical changes. Physical changes are those changes in which the particular substance undergoes temporary changes due to certain physical condition. Due to certain physical condition, some substance change its shape, size, color, state, etc. Only the physical properties are changed, and those changes are temporary. Those changes can be reversed back when the normal situation comes back. That means the original property of the substance returns back when the condition again restored. The normal condition again restored. Some example of the physical changes just you see and try to understand. First, melting of ice. Second, freezing of water into ice. Third, boiling of water into water vapor. Fourth, tearing of paper cutting of wood, not tree, wood. These are the physical changes. Just you take example of water. You know, in nature water is found in three states: liquid, solid, and gaseous state, that is water vapor. When the conditions, the temperatures changes, the water converts into its form. When the water is heated at 100 degree centigrade, it converts into, it changes into gaseous state, that is water vapor. when it is frozen at 0 degree centigrade, it's converted into ice. That is called freezing of water into ice. So these are the three states. But when the temperatures gets its original form, the water or any substance reverts back in its original form. Suppose you heated the water at 100 degrees centigrade. This is the physical condition. And by this way evaporation starts, boiling starts, and water vapor is produced. By the process of condensation, you will gain the water again. Condensation is a physical process, not a chemical process. That means by physical processes, we can get the original form of the substance which has underwent in physical changes. In physical changes, no new substance is formed. No. So it is temporary change. It can be revert back, it can be reversed by changing the physical condition. Only physical properties are changed, not the chemical properties, not the chemical composition of the substance is changed during physical changes. But in the case of chemical changes, the changes are permanent. Changes are permanent. And a new substance is produced after chemical changes. Because chemical changes only happen due to change in composition of the substance at atomic level. Generally, you know, most of the substances are found in molecular state. Molecules are the combination of atoms, combinations of atoms. After chemical bonding, the molecules are formed. Molecule of any element or compound are formed after chemical bonding. Chemical bonding or valency, you know. After chemical bonding of the atoms of the same element, the molecule of that particular element is formed. And if the two types of the atoms of different elements are combined together by chemical bonding, the molecule of compound is formed. And here, when the atoms of same elements are combined together chemically by the chemical bonding, molecule of particular element is formed. And atoms are chemically bonded in certain pattern, in certain proportion. Suppose in the case of water, H2O, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen combined together in 2:1 ratio to form a molecule of water. That means by chemical bonding, atoms of the same elements or atoms of different elements are chemically bonded together to form the molecules of elements or compound respectively. And most of the substances are found in molecular states. They are bonded, they are stable. Only in certain cases, in atmosphere, the hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogens are found in ionic states. Ionic states. Ionic states. During the lightning, process of lightning, electrical discharge, the molecule of hydrogens, oxygens and nitrogens are broken into their atoms. They are found in ionic state. They are charged. Depending upon the type of elements, the charge may vary, positive and negative. They are charged particles. They are the charged atoms. And you know that all atoms have a tendency to get a stability, get the state of the inert gas. And due to this tendency, they try to combine with the atom of the same elements or the atoms of other elements which are nearby. And due to this happening, the chemical bondings or chemical reactions takes place. This is the overall chemistry of chemical bonding and the structures of the substance. In certain in certain condition, in certain factors, due to certain factors, due to presence of certain chemical, due to some other factors like high temperature, electrical discharge, due to presence of enzymes, due to presence of other catalysts, the chemical bonding of a substance is broken into atomic forms. And just before I told you, when the molecules of the substance are broken into their ionic forms or atomic forms, again they start combining to get stability, to get the state of inert gas. And by this way, after breakdown of the molecules of the substance, the rearrangement of the atoms takes place. And due to rearrangement of the atoms, new substances are produced. And these all happenings is called as chemical reaction. Chemical changes only occurs due to chemical reaction. And just we have understood that what the chemical reactions are. Chemical reactions are that happening during which the molecule of the substance are broken the bonds are broken, bonds of the molecules of the substance are broken due to certain factors. And after that, rearrangement of the atoms takes place. If there are two types of the elements, two types of the atoms are present in the system, after breaking of the bonds, it may be possible that during the process of rearrangement of the atoms, the molecules of the compound, molecules of the other compound may be produced. Here, now we will understand the substance which participate in the chemical change or chemical reactions are called as reactants. 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 The substance which take part in chemical reaction are called as reactants. The number of reactants may vary, starting from 1 and more than 1. And the new substance which are produced are called as products. Products. The number of products may also vary from 1 to more than 1. By an example, we will understand the role of reactants and production of products during chemical reaction. Suppose A and B are two substances which are participating in chemical reaction. They are called as reactants. Reactants. And after breakdown of the chemical bonds of these two reactants, due to certain factor, due to certain external condition, like enzyme, catalyst, like high temperature or electrical discharge. These are the factors which may influence the breakdown of the bonds of the molecules of these substances. After breakdown, the rearrangement of the atoms of these reactants will take place, and by this way two new substances are produced, like C and D. C and D here are the products, completely new products, completely new substances. So they are called as products here. Now we will understand the equation. For the ease of a study, each and every chemical reactions are presented in the form of equation. Certainly in mathematics, in algebra particularly, you have studied regarding equation. Equation are written like this. This side, left hand side, is called as LHS, left hand side. And the new substances or the output of the result of reactions between the LHS side. Here the substances or outputs are written right hand side, they are called as RHS, right hand sides. And in between the LHS and RHS, in chemical equation, we write an arrow, and the head of the arrow points toward the right hand side. Right hand side means products, and left hand side we write the reactants. Clear? And if the number of reactants are more than one, then we will write by using plus between those substances. Similarly, if the number of products are more than one, then again we will use plus sign in between the two or more products. Now, with certain example, we will understand the chemical reaction here. You can do some activities to understand the chemical reaction at your home also. You take a ribbon of magnesium, magnesium, ribbon. And in air, that means in presence of oxygen, in presence of oxygen, if you are burning, you are putting the magnesium ribbon. Suppose this is the magnesium ribbon, and you put the magnesium ribbon in flame of a gas burner. This is the gas burner. This is flame of burner. And you put here a china glass, put here a china dish or porcelain. This is the china dish. This is tongue. By holding with the help of a tongue, this is a ribbon of magnesium, and this is burner. Just after some time of putting the ribbon of magnesium in the flame of burner, the magnesium start burning with dazzling light. With dazzling light, you will observe there, and white powders start falling at the point of burning of the magnesium, and will get collected in the china dish. This whitish powder is oxide form of the magnesium, that is magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide. This is a chemical happening, chemical reaction. Here, after burning, in presence of oxygen, a new substance is formed. That new substance is magnesium oxide. That is magnesium oxide. So it is product. It is called product. And magnesium and oxygens are reactants. Clear? Here, burning. is the factors by which this new substance, that is the product magnesium oxide, is produced. And this presentation is equation. Now you should know the forms of the equation, chemical equation. The chemical equations may be presented in two forms. Chemical equations may be presented into two forms. First is the word equation, and second is symbol equation. Clear? Here this presentation of chemical equation is in word form. This is the word equation. When the chemical equation or chemical reactions is presented by using the chemical formula of the elements and compounds, in that case the chemical equations is called symbol equation. Symbol, here we are using the symbols of the element or compound which are participating in chemical reactions, and as well as the product which is produced at the end of chemical reaction. Suppose here for magnesium we are writing the chemical equation in the form of symbols. The chemical formula of magnesium is Mg, and you know the chemical formula of oxygen is O2. After burning, after chemical reactions here, the magnesium oxide MgO is formed. We will balance here. In next session we will study the balancing. We will study how to balance the chemical equation. Here only we will discuss the different type of the chemical reactions and equation. Here this form or this presentation of chemical reactions is called as symbol equation. Here we are using the symbols of the substances, symbol of the reactants and products. Now we will understand the chemical reaction and equation by some other examples. In biology, certainly you have learned regarding the process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, the raw material or the reactants are the carbon dioxide and water. The green photosynthetic plants intake carbon dioxide from atmosphere and water is absorbed by the roots from the soil. These are the reactants. In presence of sunlight, and chlorophyll, the carbohydrate or glucose, 6 carbon compound, C6H12O6 plus water and oxygen are formed. This is the overall chemical reactions during photosynthesis. Clear? Here, after balancing, we will write this. In next session, we will study how we balance the chemical equation. Now, these are the reactants and these are the products. But the substance or the main product is the carbohydrate of the photosynthesis. During a particular chemical reaction, one product is the main product, that is the product, and other which are side by side produced during chemical reactions are called as byproduct. Here, in the case of photosynthesis, the carbohydrate is the main product and water and oxygens are byproduct. Clear? And these are the factors: sunlight and chlorophyll. Here, chlorophyll serves as a catalyst. It catalyzes the photosynthesis, process of photosynthesis in chloroplast. And sunlight is the energy, solar energy. Here, two factors are essentials to facilitate the process of photosynthesis. It is a biochemical reaction. Energy is required and a catalyst is also required to complete the reaction here. Similarly, after digestion, the assimilated and digested form of the food material, particularly the glucose, underwent the cellular respiration in the cells of living being to generate energy. Here, the glucose breaks into its component and a sufficient amount of energy, approximately 676 kilocalorie energy is released here. And here number of enzymes used to participate. They catalyze the reactions of cellular respiration to release the energy. And these are the products. And here a single reactant is participating in cellular respiration. So, in chemical reactions, the number of reactants may vary, starting from one and more than one. Here, this is the reactants. And these are the products. Here, energy is released. Now, by some examples, the quicklime. Quicklime, its chemical name is calcium oxide. When you put some calcium oxide in water, calcium oxide in water. Firstly, we will write this chemical reactions in the form of word form. Then we will write in symbol form. Chemical oxide plus water. After chemical reaction, the calcium hydroxide or slack lime is produced, and here heat is evolved, heat is generated, heat is generated. So in the case of this chemical reactions, heat is generating at the end of chemical reaction. So it is called as exothermic. It is called as exothermic chemical reaction. Exothermic chemical reactions is that chemical reaction in which at the end of chemical reaction heat is generated. Now we will write this chemical reaction in the form of symbol. CaO is the chemical formula of calcium oxide plus water, and calcium hydroxide CaOH2, and here heat is evolved. When you will touch the bottom of the pot in which you have put the calcium oxide and water, after chemical reactions, when you are touching the bottom of this beaker, you will feel warm there, heat there. So this is an example of exothermic chemical reactions. And here we presented this chemical reactions in word and symbol form. Symbol form. We will also here discuss some other chemical reaction so that we can understand the chemical reaction and equation properly. You take two test tube. In one test tube, you take some amount of solution of lead nitrate, and in another test tube, you take the solution of potassium iodide. Here in this test tube, solution of lead nitrate, and in this test tube there is solution of potassium iodide, and then you mix both the solution. After mixing both the solution, the test tube in which you have poured the another solution, you will find a yellow solid, find some yellow solid substances at the bottom of the test tube. By mixing these two solutions, lead nitrate and potassium nitrate respectively, at the end of chemical reaction, you will observe some yellow solid substance. That yellow solid newly formed substance is of lead iodide. yellow in color. And here this newly formed solid substance, that is lead iodide, is called as precipitate. Precipitate. Now here we are finding a term precipitate. The precipitates are the solid newly formed substance which are produced at the end of chemical reaction. Solid substance at the end of chemical reactions which are produced when the two liquid solutions are mixed together. Here these are in liquid form, their solution. When the two solutions mix together after chemical reaction, when a solid substance is produced, that solid substance, newly formed solid substance, is called as precipitate, and this type of the chemical reaction is called as precipitation. That is called as precipitation. Clear? This is a special type of chemical reaction in which after mixing the two liquids, two solutions, a solid is formed. These chemical reactions may be presented like this. PbNO32 plus potassium Ki, potassium iodide. This is the symbol form. Symbol. After chemical reaction, these are the liquid L and here PbI2 is formed and KNO3. These are the newly formed substances, they are the product. And this is the potassium iodide in solid form. Solid form. We may present the chemical equation in symbol form more informative by using certain alphabets. For liquid, we may use L. For aqueous form, we may use AQ. For solid, we may use S by putting bracket like this. And for precipitate, we may use PPT in bracket. Suppose we have to indicate this जो है कि potassium iodide as a precipitate. So we will write PbI2 in bracket PPT like this. Otherwise, we may also use by putting an arrow. Arrow means this solid substance is getting accumulated at the bottom of the pot. So by these two ways, we may represent the precipitation. And for gas, we may write like this, upward arrow. Just in the case of gas, we will discuss another example of chemical reaction. You can produce the hydrogen gas by doing activities. You take a conical flask. This is a conical flask. And put some cutting or granules of zinc. Granules of zincs. These are the zinc granules or cutting, whatever you like, you make it. And here you use a 2-hole, double hole cork. In one hole you fix a funnel. And fix a funnel. And another hole you put a exhaust glass tube. This is the exhaust glass tube. Clear? And after putting the cork, this is the cork with this arrangement in the opening of the conical flask, you pour some dilute hydrochloric acid. After some time, just after pouring some amount of dilute hydrochloric acid, the reaction starts. And you will observe some bubbles here, and the gas will be come out through this exhaust tube, glass tube. When you will test that gas is of hydrogen gas. By this process you can produce hydrogen gas in laboratory also. Here the reaction, chemical reactions, just we will present firstly in word, then in symbol. Here the reactants are zinc. First, zinc. In word we are presenting first. In word, zinc plus dilute hydrochloric acid. After chemical reaction, zinc chloride is produced and hydrogen gas is evolved. Here this is the solid chloride, or in aqueous form you write aqueous form, and gas, this is the gaseous form, you write here hydrogen like this, gas G, or you may put arrow like this, upward arrow, and this is solid, you put S here. This is solution and in liquid form L. Now we will present this chemical reactions in symbol form. The chemical formula of zinc is Zn plus hydrochloric acid, its chemical formula is HCl. after chemical reaction, zinc chloride, ZnCl2, and here hydrogen gas, its geochemical formula is H2. Here this is the gas, you represent this by putting upward arrow. So this is the symbolic form of the chemical equation of this particular chemical reactions. In this session, we have discussed the many examples to understand the chemical reactions and chemical equation. In next session, we will study how to balance the chemical equations, and during that we will also discuss some other examples of the chemical reactions. By this lecture I am concluding now. You students continue with us, watch the videos which are available on Institute's YouTube channel, subscribe the channel, get benefited as well as help the Institute in promotion of YouTube channel. Thank you very much.